Hello friends and welcome to my channel. So first of all, if any of you guys not subscribed to our channel, yes, please subscribe to our channel. You can share this clip or my channel with your friend or your family. If you think my channel or my video is very helpful for you, your friends or your family, you can share it. And yeah, if you got any question or you want me to do some topic, please ask me on the comment. All right, just give me the comment like you want this topic, you want me to make a clip about this thing. So for this clip, because someone asked me to do it, so that's why I do it. Yeah, all right, so this one I'm going to talk about which betting strategy does work and which one doesn't. So first of all, I would like to say like so this one, only my opinion, my perspective about the betting strategy, about my experience, because I see so many people using the betting strategy, so many strategy, some I know, some I don't, but I would say only what I know. All right, so the strategy I don't know, I would not include in this clip. All right, let's start about this thing. All right. So first of all, I would like to say first is I would like to talk about the strategy that doesn't work from my perspective, from my experience. All right, let's look on the first one. The first one is the Martingale strategy. The Martingale strategy is a very popular strategy that is used around the world. However, I found out that this strategy, it doesn't work at all. You know, it doesn't work because I see so many people try this strategy and I see them lose all their money. Why? And for people who don't know about this Martingale strategy, maybe I talk about it a little bit more in detail. So basically, the concept of the betting strategy is to increase the bet after every loss. So what does it mean? It means that every time you lose your money, you double your bet. You double or what you bet. For example, if the first time you bet 1 chips and you lose, you bet 2 chips. This time you lose again, you bet 4 chips. You bet 4 and you lose again, you bet 8 chips. And go on and so on. Right? And if you have a look on this one, in this case, only 11 hands, you lose almost 2,000 already. You see that? So that's why I said if you keep on losing with this strategy, if you keep on losing, you're not, like, it's not get your money back as, like, it's not worth for myself. If you want to have a look on the example about why I say it doesn't work, you can go back to the last video about I talk about the Martingale comparing between Martingale strategy and a Labouchere strategy that I say in detail. I give you example. If you're interested about the Martingale strategy, please have a look on that script. But in this video, I will not talk in detail too much about the Martingale strategy. All right, let's go on. Yeah, but the good thing is, this strategy is very easy, and like if you keep on winning, all the time, like you win like 4-5 hands in a row always, this strategy is work quite well, like. But if you keep on losing like 4-5 hands in a row, this strategy is not for you. The Martingale strategy is not for you. All right, so this strategy is easy, but it's too risky for me. Too risky. It doesn't work. All right, for the baccarat or even a roulette, especially the roulette, because roulette is not a 50% chance because they got a 0 as well. So it's not, try not to use this strategy on roulette table. The second one is the Delong Bay strategy. The Delong Bay strategy for myself is alright, but like if you want to make money from the casino, this strategy is not work quite well. That's why I say it doesn't work. But it's alright, So the basic concept of them is like every time you win, you decrease your bet 1 chips by 1 chips, and every time you lose your money, you increase your betting for 1 chips. That's the basic concept. For me, yeah, it's a bit of like kind of managing your risk well, but that's not the way to make money from my experience, because I see someone use this strategy, it's not really quite successful. Like it's a good risk management, like, but if we need money, we need to make a profit. We don't need to make a risk, because this strategy is, I don't know, is not make much money from my experience. It's not a way to make money. If you want to make money, maybe why don't you look on something interesting, more interesting, you know, like Labouchere strategy or other strategy that I will talk about in the other in later on, you know. So next one is the Paroli. Paroli is one of the very popular strategy that's used around the world, you know, like I think for me it's quite good, but it's not good enough for me because I see someone use this one and fail. Why? So the basic strategy of this one is you bet on the betting step 1 2 4 1. So the 1 2 4 1 is the betting step. You know, like if you want to make money, you need to make 3 hands. You need to win 3 hands in a row to make money. If you will win only 2 hands in a row and you lose, and you know what? Most of the people always lose on the third hand. I don't know why. I don't know, it's a magic or something. But most of the people who use this strategy always lose on the third hand or fourth hand, always, or sometimes even the second hand, you know. In this strategy, you about to make money only when you win 3 hands in a row or 4 hands in a row. That's it. So is it hard to win 3 or 4 hands in a row? I would say, yeah, sometime, you know, if you're not in a very good luck, you may, you know, lose like, you know, you maybe sometimes you only win like 2 hands in a row, so it's not guaranteed to get your money back, you know. That's why I said this strategy, it doesn't work from my experience, but maybe when you apply it does work. I don't know. The next one I would like to say is the Fibonacci. So this strategy is kind of the mathematic things. For myself, this strategy is a bit complex and a bit confusing when you use it. So by theory, this one is not confusing, but when you apply this strategy, it's a bit confusing. And if you know, like because I see someone use this, that's why I said it's not kind of make money. It's not kind of make money. It's just kind of managing your risks, managing your losing way, managing the way you lose money. You know, like they just minimize the way you lose money, but it's not the way to make money. Oh, let me give you an example. What is it? So Fibonacci, this one is a kind of the number. This one is called the Fibonacci numbers, the sequence. So basically, you know, like you see 1 1 2 3 5 8 13 21 34. Someone said, like, oh my goodness, how can I remember this kind of number? Well, I would say you don't need to remember anything. What you need to know is the first 2 number. You know, the third number is the result of when you're adding 2 numbers together. For example, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, 5 plus 8 is 13, 8 plus 13 is 21, and 13 plus 21 is 34. That's it, and so on. So basically, this strategy asks you to bet from the start from 1 chip first. If you lose, then you go on to the next step and the next step. You know, like you lose 1 hand, second hand, third hand, keep on going, and when you're winning, what you do, you step back, not 1 step but 2 steps. If you bet 8 and you win, next hand you bet 3 you win, next hand you bet 1 again, and so on. You know, for me this strategy, it doesn't work. It's not the way to make money from my experience. But if you try this strategy, I think this is a way to minimize your risk of losing money. You know, for myself, what strategy that works is a strategy that make money, because our target is to make money, not to minimize the risks. You know, we need to minimize the risk of losing money, but our main target, the first priority, is to make money, not to minimize losing money. You know, so before you apply this kind of the betting strategy, I would like to say that you need to learn more about how to read the backward graph, how to use the prediction of the backward graph. Alright, so this one is the second step. So first step you need to know is about how to read the backward board, how to read the prediction board, and the second one is you need to know about this betting strategy or the betting step. Alright, let's go on. For this strategy, the Fibonacci strategy, for me, from my experience, from my perspective only, I would say this strategy is very slow. And if you're losing, if you keep on losing like 4 or 5 hands in a row, yeah, it's a big loss anyway, you know. It's not the way to make money, actually. Let's go on. The next one, the most stupid betting strategy I ever heard, is double the bet every time you win. I don't know who used this strategy, but I see so many people try to use this strategy. They try to they think about like, oh, if I win, I have to double my bet. Every time you win, you double your bet. So this strategy is very stupid strategy. It doesn't work at all. I don't know why people say this thing. I don't know who create this strategy, who is the owner of this strategy, but this strategy, it doesn't work. Because I see so many people try to double the bet every time they win. Every time they lose, they just keep on betting normal. But every time they win, they double the bet. And they ask them, so like, why you double your bet? You just you win, you just keep your money. You don't double the bet. Because some guy he realized 3 hands in a row, he keep double the bet. He bet $2. I mean 2 chips. He win. He will so he next time bet 4 chip, win again, 8 chip. Egg again, 16. I was like, oh my goodness, you better manage your risks. Don't try to be risky. If you risky too much, it's the way you lose all your money. Alright, so try not to use this strategy of double the bet every time you win. It doesn't work at all, believe me. So yeah, this is what I said. Because I got one guy, he's so lucky. He win 10 hands in a row. Yes, 10 hands in a row. And this is what they do. What he did is he bet on one chip, maybe $100. I think $100. Then 200, 400, 800, 1600, then 264 times. He just keep on double until he reached the table limit. And I was like, oh my goodness, are you sure? You know what? At the end, the 11 hands, he lose. So all the money gone. So that's why I said, please don't use this strategy. It's stupid strategy. It doesn't work at all. It take all your money. Alright. So try to minimize the way you lose money. Try to keep some of the money. Alright. Don't bet all of your money in a single hand, and don't bet every single hand, as I said before. Alright. Let's go on. So this is kind of question I got. How do I know which strategy doesn't work? Or how do I know this strategy is work? Alright, this kind of question I got from our subscribers, maybe one of you guys, I think. Alright, so how do you know this strategy doesn't work? So for myself, I categorize into 4 categories. The first one is the kind of betting strategy that use a lot of capital. You need a lot of budget, big capital. For example, the Martingale strategy. This kind of strategy, you need a lot of money, you need a big capital. The second one is kind of big win, big lose. For example, the double your bet, that one I told you before, keep double your bet every time you win. Or the other way is someone said keep double your bet every time you lose, like Martingale strategy. You think about it, if you bet from $100 or $1,000 and you lose 5 or 6 hands in a row, think about how much you lose. Only a few hands, only 5 or 10 minutes, because you need to remember that for the baccarat is a fast game. Baccarat only use maybe 2 minutes, 1 or 2 minutes, that's it. It's no more than that. If the busy table, maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes, that's it max. No more than that. Alright, so most of the time only 1 minute or less than 1 minute. So you may lose 100,000 only half an hour if you use this kind of strategy. The third one is a small win, big lose, like Glenn, Paroli, Martingale strategy. You can lose all your money. When you win a little bit. When you lose a lot. The strategy doesn't work. It's not a smart way to make money. Alright. And the fourth one is, it's quite alright, but it's a bit slow to make money, a bit too small to make money, and there can be a big loss for you sometime. Depends on your situation. Alright, so what I recommend for you, what I want to I would say kind of quite work. I think I got only 2 strategies. I think it's quite work well on the baccarat table and roulette table as well. The first one is Labouchere strategy. for the Labouchere strategy. If you guys want to learn more about this thing, you can go back to my video. You just go to my channel, have a look at the Labouchere strategy, something like that. I got that one for you. I explained to you, I give you example, like quite deep example. I give you tricks, 4 examples, I think. Yeah, 4 examples. But in this video, I will not go into detail too much, but I only give you only one example only, alright? If you want more detail, please go back and look at that video, alright? So basically, I just say a little bit, like just the same thing, like the first thing you need to know is, if you would like to use this strategy, you need to decide how much money do you want to win first. Like how many shifts you about to win, you want to win. The second one is you place the bet. Place the bet only the one that you sure. Only place the bet when you're sure that you have more than 50% chance to win, alright? Don't place the bet on the hand that you're not sure, 50%, don't bet it, alright? If you win, either you win or lose, you have to follow the rule of the Labouchere rule, alright? So don't break the rule, just follow the rule, So basically, I concluded into 2 steps. The first one is set your target, how many ships you want to win. The second one is follow the rule. Just because I got the rule, maybe I teach you in this clip a little bit for someone who don't know about the Labouchere strategy. But if you guys already know about this thing, you can skip this part and go to the next strategy that I think may be more useful for you. So don't waste your time if you know. But if you got time, have a look again, no worry. So set your target and follow the rule. That's it. For example, if you want 10 chips, you want to win 10 chips, like maybe a chip of $100 or something like that. So $1,000. So how can I do it? How can I apply this strategy to make $1,000? 10 chips, 10 of the 100 chips. Well, first one, 10 chips, right? So the first thing you need to do is you need this kind of table. So you need the table, the 5 column. The first column is called hand. Second column, the betting step. The third column is the bet, like how much or how many chips you bought to bet. And result, win or lose. You don't need to write down L and W. You can use the check, cross, or whatever you want. The next one, the last one, is the net. The net means so basically how much you win or how much you lose. That's it. So the betting step and the bet is only tell you about the number of chips, not the value of the money. And the net as well, like how many chips. So this one, all the number, the betting step, the bet, and the net is the number of chips, not the value of the money. Alright, so just do this one. The hands are like just a number, First hand, second hand, third hand, fourth hand, fifth hand. Alright, so you want 10 chips, right? So you have to spread the 10 chips into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Depends on yourself. Depends on how you like to take the risks. Alright. So for myself, I just 1, 2, 2, 3, 2. If you adding up all together, it's gonna be 10, right? 1 plus 2 is 3, 5, 8, 10, 5, 10, So how many chips you're about to bet? You see the first number and the last number, you're just adding up together. In this case, 1 plus 2 is 3. Then you bet 3 chips. If you lose, you bring this number to the back of the sequence. You bring the number of chips you lose to the last of the sequence. And then you follow the step. The first number plus the last number and you bet. If you lose again, the number of the chips you lose go to the back of this sequence. But what if I win? What if I win? If you win, this case is you bet 1 plus 5, 6, you bet on 6, yes, you win. So what you do, you cut the first number and the last number out. In this case 1 and 5, you cut it out, and you follow through again. So in this case you bet 4 plus 2 is 6, and so on, until you bet until you got no more number to bet. You got no more betting steps left. That's it. That's what you got. Done. Alright, makes sense. If you want more detail, here have a look on the previous video. I think I got 2 videos talking about the Labouchere strategy. Alright. right, this one is quite of the good strategy. Yeah, a bit complicated sometimes, you know, if you are new. If you are new about the betting strategy or new about the background, maybe you're a bit confusing, or maybe you're a bit like, you know, like, oh, not sure, yeah. And this one, in this case, this strategy, I would say this strategy worked quite well. But it doesn't work if you lose more than 5 hands in a row. If you lose 5 hands in a row, this strategy is very horrible. You better not to use this strategy if you use like 5 hands in a row, alright? So yeah, let's go on to the next strategy. For this strategy, I think it's a bit more better than this strategy, which called 1 3 2 4 or 1 3 2 6. But for myself, what I recommend is 1 3 2 4, not 1 3 2 6. I think the 1 3 2 6 is a bit more risky. So I would say like you better try the 1 3 2 4. 1 3 2 4 is better. Yeah. Alright. So what is it? So basically, just bet, you know, first hand you bet one chips. If you win, you bet 3 chips. If you win again, you bet 2 chips. But if you lose, you go back to 1 chip. So basically, the concept of this strategy, you only lose your money if you lose a second hand, alright? So if you win like 2 hands in a row, if you keep on win like 2 hands in a row, at the end you make money. Because you see, if you win like, for example, you win the first hand, right? You win a second hand, you got 4 chips in your hand, right? If you lose this one, you get money back anyway. You get profit anyway. But if you keep on losing a second hand, yeah, you lose 2 chips always. Make sense? I think so. Yes. Yeah, just bet, you know. But what someone said, like, what if I keep on losing, you know, like keep losing? But this strategy is good for you know what? Because the strategy only asks you to bet only 1 chip on the first hand, always. And someone said like, oh, what if I win 4 hands in a row? And what next? It's only got four numbers. So well, if you win like 4 hands in a row, the next hand, the 5th hand, you just go back to 1. That's it. So that's the way to make money. It's kind of the cycle, the sequence, you know, the cycle. You can make the 4 cycle, the 1 2 3 4 4 step 4 cycle. Then you go start to the next start, go to the start again. You know, like 1 3 2 4, 1 3 2 4. But believe me, most of you guys gonna lose on the 3rd hand. I don't know why, but I see so many people use this strategy. They always lose on the 3rd hand. But the good thing about this strategy is, even you lose on the 3rd hand, you still get a profit. You look at this. 1 plus 3 is 4. You lose on this one, yeah, you get a two chips in profit anyway. So if you use this strategy, if you win only, you know, like 2 hands in a row, you get a profit anyway. Doesn't matter, yeah. So yeah, this strategy is why I recommend this strategy for you guys. Apart from the Labouchere strategy, is because this strategy is low budget comparing to other strategy that I talked about before that doesn't work. And also this one is a bit risky, is a bit lower, easy to recover your money back. But someone would say like, well, this strategy is similar to the Paroli, yeah. But I would say, yes, similar, but it's not the same. It's better than the Paroli. Alright, so yeah, let's have a look on the example. Alright, let's have a look on the example of the 1 3 2 4 strategy. So the first hand, yes, always number 1. 1 chip, bet 1 chips. And then, so I give you example first. So I give you some example of why I said this strategy is work quite well, I think, for myself. What if you lose like, I would say 4 hands in a row? What's gonna happen? Alright. So bet 1 chips. You lose -1, right? So if you lose from the first hand there, you just keep on the first hand, that's it. You're gonna be -2. You bet again, lose again, yes. Bet again. Lose again, yeah, -3 now. Three hands in a row now. 4th one, 1 again, -4 now. And you would say like, oh, I'm so tired, now I need my money back. Yes, you get your money back. What if you lose like, you know, what if you win like 3 hands in a row? You see, if you win 3 hands in a row, what's gonna happen? 1, right? Gonna be minus 3. You see about this strategy? It's like cross channel. So what next? Then you bet. The second step. If the second step you win from this one, see, even you lose 4 hands in a row before, but if you win only 2 hands in a row, you get your money back straight away with your strategy. And the third hand gonna be your profit straight away. And some say, yeah, what if I lose like 5 hands in a row? Like for myself, if you lose 5 hands in a row, you better stop. For myself. But you can try, like what if I lose like 5 hands in a row? But for me, if you lose 5 hands in a row, you better stop playing that day, or maybe change the table or whatever. But or maybe 4, depends on the budget in your pocket, Yeah, I think this strategy has worked quite well. Even you lose like 4 or 5 hands in a row before, it's give your money back. I think this case gonna be 3 hands in a row. Yeah, I know it's a bit hard, but what we can do. 3, 3. You bet 3. Yeah, this one gonna be minus 1, right? You see, almost get your money back. Because this strategy is kind of like if you win like 3 hands in a row, it's give your money back. From like 4 or 5 hands in a row lose before, 2, this one gonna be 1. You see? So that's the benefit of this strategy. It's kind of even before you lose 4 or 5 hands in a row before, you can get your money back within 3 hands or even 2 hands, depends on your situation. Alright, so basically this strategy is kind of good way to manage your risks and make money. Yeah, and someone said like, what if I lose between hands? What if you lose between hands? Like for example, this one, like you win, right? And then you lose. So why I said if you win 2 hands in a row, at the end you get a profit. Alright, I show you. Someone asked me, yes, like, oh, why? Maybe I lose, win. Like keep on maybe 5 hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What if like this? Like, yeah, 5 lose and 5 win. What if I like that? First one, bet 1, net profit 1. The second step is this thing, right? So you bet 3 chips. So this one gonna be minus 2. Minus 2, right? Then you go back to 1. You bet 1 chips. So this one gonna be minus 1. You see? Like, it's kind of, yeah, you lose, but at the end you win. And I give you this example, like, like if you half win, half lose, what happened? Yes, you win before, right? Then you go to 3. This hand you bet 3 chips. You win, gonna be 2 chips, perfect. And because you win, so this case you're gonna bet 2 chips. You lose is 0. You bet 1 again, and you lose, minus 1. You win, so 0. Three chips, then 3. You lose again. Like this kind of thing is like, at the end, if you like 50% chance, you win, you lose, you win, you lose, you win, you lose. So at the end, you maybe just balance, just stable, no make money and not lose money, or you make some money. Like in this case, you make money. 1 chips. Yeah, 1 chips. You see, that's why I said this. Why I said this strategy is work quite well, because for this strategy is it's safer than any other strategy. I mean, like in the real world, on your table, what you always got is like you win only 2 hands in a row or maximum 3 hands in a row. It's too hard. But I would say like it's impossible. I would not say it's impossible, because it's possible to win like many hands in a row, because I got that thing before. But for myself, most of the time, what you're gonna win is like 2 or 3 hands in a row. Is that right? Yeah, you can ask yourself, you always win like 2 or 3 hands in a row. It's too hard to win like 5 or 6 hands in a row. It's too hard. So for myself, if you keep on winning and losing, and yeah, sometimes you win 2 hands in a row, sometimes you lose 2 hands in a row, at the end, if you use this strategy, you're gonna get some profit anyway. Like, just think about that thing. Just give you one more choice, one more betting strategy. For myself, rather than Labouchere and 1, 3, 2, 4 is the better strategy if you want to use the betting strategy. Alright, so if you got a question about this betting strategy, please ask me at the comment. Alright, or if you want me to make some video about some content about something about the baccarat or roulette, yeah, just ask me. I can give you some example. Alright, I hope you understand my example and like to get what I said before about how good this strategy is. And yeah, before I leave, I would like to say, only play the hand that you're sure. Don't play every single hand. Don't lose your money. Try, like many people say before, like the best way to make money is to not lose your money. Alright, so try not to lose your money by betting, like stupidly betting, like betting every single hand, betting on a hand that you're not sure at all, like, or you don't know what about this hand, I don't know, so I bet. So don't do that. Don't lose your money. Like you only have a look and guess, but not place the bet. Like you can sit down and tell, have a look, yeah, it can be player, yeah, it can be banger. Don't place the bet. Don't place the bet every single hand. Just have a look first. Only play the hand you're sure. That's it for today. Thanks for your watching, and please subscribe and share with your friend if you think this video is good enough, is helpful, is benefit your friend, your family. All the best to you guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.